Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. Listen, man, I'm back here with the gangs.
Yes.
Welcome.
We got a full squad here today, y'all.
Yes.
We got a full squad, full gang. Starting 5 in the building, Pierre in the building, Devon Terrell. Yo, Devon Terrell is in the building.
Don't make it hot.
You made it that hot.
It's good to see you, my
What
brother.
is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking
That
about.
was just like,
I was just like, hey.
No. I had to bring the energy down for you, boy. Like, you the R&B superstar. Yo, you keep popping up on my algorithm, so even when I'm not with you, I'm with you.
Okay.
Word.
Okay. I appreciate
You feel me? It's good to see you.
Okay.
We got Regi here, as always.
hello.
Yeah, I got introduced first. Let's go.
Gang.
And a quick reminder, we're not breaking up.
oh my goodness.
Y'all need to stop, man. Scheduling conflicts.
Okay.
It's a lot of us.
That's what it is.
And we getting old.
Yeah, we getting into that.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
I'm getting old. I feel it. I'm
I don't
getting
feel
to that
nothing. I
next-
feel great.
Yeah, do you?
The
You've
silence.
been working out a lot. I don't know.
You damn right, because the body changing. Listen, when your body start changing, you're like, oh, I got to keep this up.
I'm not mad at that.
Listen, man, please like, subscribe, comment. Please leave some comments for us on the Apple Podcast comments. We love seeing this. We love hearing from you guys.
Really do.
Your feedback is important.
For sure.
We love giving you guys great, amazing content. And we are back this week. So now listen, real quick. And I kind of want to get this from Reggie's perspective. But you dudes could weigh in too if y'all want.
He said,
If y'all want.
You dudes.
Hey,
All right.
What is that?
All right, yes. So y'all want me to talk like me. If y'all niggas want to chime in,
Yeah.
chime the fuck in.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to clean shit up now.
I feel you.
That's that radio shit. But
I never heard you call anybody a dude. Hey,
Yeah, who
I
you
don't
around?
like that.
who are you?
That's
bro?
like when your girl used some
That's a
new
West Coast thing.
your girl used some new lingo.
Yeah.
You be like, who the fuck you around?
Yeah.
who you been around?
I've been around corporate.
Like,
Oh, there we go.
Only me and Devon Terrell are allowed to be around other podcasters. You aren't. Like, where are you getting this language from, bro?
Sorry, dude.
Like,
Why
what's up
see
with
the
you?
shade? See, that's why he only wanted me to participate in this topic. Not you guys.
You did single us out, but I can't wait. Go ahead.
Nah, listen, man. We got to be real, right? It's good to be real. I love when us men are real with ourselves. And I ain't going to front. Again, we need to start a series here. Reflection with A. This week I was reflecting again. I started realizing, man, like, I think our pickup lines as men is pretty trash. So let me give y'all some quick examples, right?
Okay.
Let's say Shorty, right? Shorty, you just met her. Been a couple weeks, y'all texting or whatever. And she hit you with some calm shit like, yeah, I'm about to get in the shower. Here come dudes.
Ooh.
Yo, with me? Can I come with?
That's the
Stop
bad
it.
one. I'm not into that one.
That's not even a thing anymore. Stop.
No, it is a thing.
No,
it is a thing.
that's-
No,
I-
not at this age.
Yo,
No,
Not at this
I
age.
have a friend who literally
surprised.
sent me a
Can I come?
screenshot of a guy maybe 2-3 weeks ago who said,
Not
yo,
at this age.
look at this guy.
No, we all have, as women, we've all
Look at
gotten
this guy.
that.
I got another one for you.
We've gotten that mad times, but in like high school. Like, you don't do that at
Okay.
this age.
I got
Like,
another one for
There's
you.
no, I don't believe you that people, wow.
Okay.
That's
Do
crazy.
you believe?
Wow.
All right, let me give you another scenario.
Okay.
This one is frequent.
Okay.
All right, you know how it be. Baddie, she work a nurse shift. So that means she doing a 12 on 3.
She works hard. She works hard.
All right.
A 12
She doing
for the
a-
money.
Yeah, man, 12 hours, 3 days a week
Oh
potentially.
yeah. Oh yeah. 12 Yeah. 12
Right?
hours a day.
You meeting her, you courting her.
Courting
She tell
her.
you what she does for a living.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Here he go. Yo, you can come take care of me. Yo, we gotta clean this up.
I don't even know how to respond. I'm just annoyed
I'm
right
trying
now.
to tell y'all niggas this is what's going on.
Y'all ain't
This
saying
is,
that.
This is what the ladies is telling me.
But this is why it's so easy out here.
That yo,
Because look at the competition.
you have stumbled
Wow.
on
So
one
Like,
of the
look,
greatest.
look at what I'm up against.
Don't you?
Y'all
you-
niggas is lame.
You meet women, right?
Yeah.
And they say something about you like, yo, it is so refreshing, blah, blah. You like, God damn, that's
Yeah.
basic.
To be regular.
To be, and they be like,
Yeah.
I be like, yo, this is so easy because they're so used to trash.
Or like if like a man
Absolutely.
takes one of my girls out on like a really nice date and she's like extremely like impressed, I'm like, okay, but like don't compare it to what you've been used to. Like don't set the bar like you set the bar higher, please.
Nah, keep that shit right there.
No,
You feel me?
ladies.
Make it a-
Because
No.
Making it easier
deserve
for the good
better.
guys to cut through.
that's it.
You
Good
deserve
guys-
better.
Fellas, if you're having trouble, to be honest, if you're having trouble with the ladies right now, really reevaluate you as a person because, bro, I feel like the bar is so I feel like with women, the pool of dating, as far as what women are dealing with
Absolutely.
guys, it's so
It's at an all-time low.
all-time
And
low.
we
is,
come
it
from the
is.
generation of deadbeat fathers.
That's right.
Let that
And
sink
it's
in.
still at an all-time low.
Let that sink in.
I got a friend that he literally copied. Oh my god, here you go with your fathers.
No.
He copies and pastes messages like the message, and he says I'm gonna shoot at 10 girls today, and he copies and pastes that same message to 10 girls, and then he sits and just waits.
But see,
to see who
this
comes
is why I
back.
came in here. This is why I came in here and kind of wanted to hear, you guys' perspectives because why do certain people feel like it can be that easy, or where did this thinking come from?
because it has worked for them.
Right.
Like those men, they use those corny pickup lines, the
It's
ones that don't
worked.
even hit, but they get responses, so they just continue their ways.
Because guess what? She may hit you back with the stop playing.
But think about the
If she
quality.
already likes you, then she's gonna hit you.
I was gonna say, like, you got to think about the quality of women that is working on too. Like, if you really are really in the trenches of this dating and navigating this space, like, I'm gonna break news to you guys, fellas.
Okay.
You should not have pickup lines.
Facts.
It should be a
love this.
conversation.
That's it.
And the like, you don't need pick.
Yeah.
I haven't had pickup lines since I was in high school.
was
I
me
haven't
either.
needed
Yeah.
it. And my pickup line was mad trash. It was "Hey beautiful."
That's nasty. I hate
but
the beautiful.
no.
But that was high
morning.
school. It was
No,
high school. It was
No,
high school.
no. Even
morning,
now,
pretty.
if I already was interested in you, I wouldn't be turned off with like a "Hey beautiful." That's
No,
not that bad.
A "Hey beautiful" works when you guys are already connected.
Okay.
That used to be the entry.
It's fun.
For me.
What
to
about-
be honest, it's funny.
What about-
Hey Beautiful is a joke.
Is it-
Let's
okay,
be
Off
honest.
the
What
first link? That's crazy.
What about you are so beautiful, Reggie?
That's not bad. I'm not even mad at a "Hey
Nah, I
beautiful."
think
You know
that
the
shit
cool,
whack.
you know
Off a
the
random
cool way
walk
to
up?
you know the cool way to say that? I'm not gonna lie, yo, I find you OD attractive. That's hard.
Niggas from New York.
Working in New York, bro.
That's hard.
We got people who listen to us in Africa.
He threw an OD on there and thought he sauced it.
Africa.
No,
no.
Yes, we do Africa.
I find you
They listen.
OD
No, I'm gonna
attractive. Like, I'm not
always
even
say
gonna
the
hold
same
you.
thing. Even to answer your question,
Straightforward.
like if someone was like, even like off the first walk up, "You are so beautiful." If I already like find them
That's
attractive,
nasty.
like I can't. I don't know. That wouldn't always miss.
Can I tell you how I would do it? If you on a walk-in, I'd be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you got it.
Stop.
Look at.
That's good. Yo, you got it?
I think it
It's
really
hard.
depends on if
But
the
you've been
girl
out the
you're
game
talking
for a
to-
long time, brother.
I hear you, but I don't
You've been out the
lose
game
a
for a
step.
long time,
Yeah.
brother.
I don't miss a step, though.
But he has gotten women before.
Nah,
so.
for sure. But the game changes.
Hey, y'all
You-
know
it's like
You
the
got
NBA.
it don't work today?
Nah, I think it
this what
depends
you
on the
do.
girl you're
This how you
talking.
remix it.
That's a remix.
This how you
I would,
remix
it
it.
would.
Cause it's
You're
not
right.
because it's not too intrusive. I
Listen.
didn't say anything corny. I just said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you
It always
got
depends on who says it.
That's
my
of course.
That's my final answer.
Y'all know
I'm
I've been
like,
on
you
my
got it.
Bible scriptures and all that. Y'all know
Yes.
I've been in tune with the Lord. This
Here
is
you
what
go
I
with
hit her
church
with.
again.
This is
Book
what I
of
hit her
A.
with.
Let's go.
It's like 4 weeks straight. Y'all gonna start praying, whether I like it or not. That's what you hit her with. That's what you hit her with. My homie put me on to this. Shout out to my homie. I ain't even gonna drop a name.
What?
Hey, yo, God took his time.
Oh my gosh, that's corny. See, and
That's what you hit her with.
I hate to call something.
That's what you
really
hit her with.
That's
It's a
game.
certain
Yo,
type of
he liked it.
That's what
It
you
hit
hit
for
her
him.
with.
That's game. Nah.
It hit for P.
Nah, game in
It's a
the sense
certain
of like
type
it's-
of man that can get away with that. Yeah, like there's a certain type of
It's
man.
when you say it. If you say it in your most lustiest hour, it hits.
It hits hard. Yo, God
Like-
took his
I'll be like,
time.
he did.
Again, like that's not an approach. Like that's not the first DM.
Yeah.
That's not the first
Yeah.
message.
That
sure?
kind
No,
of
it
sounds like
can
email.
be.
That
No,
kinda
with the right person, it can be.
it
I'm not that
It
dope.
can be.
It's work.
On the fucking
I'm not that dope.
off the rip, like
Yeah.
yo,
Off the
God
rip.
took his time with you.
I-
I can't
If
even
I
say
like him,
that.
I'll be gassed. I'll be
Can I-
like, yeah.
Can I give you game? Can I give you game?
Give it
Can
what?
I'm gonna tell y'all, right?
What?
This is when it really works.
Let me see.
When she's fully clothed. God took his time with you.
That's fair. That's
Because
fair.
now
Don't
it's not
do it-
lust. It's not
don't
like
do it when-
sexual. Like
Yeah.
I'll remix his
No,
shit
no,
right
he's
now.
right. No, you gotta do it when like she eating and got lasagna in her teeth. Like she gotta feel
That's
when,
not how you
when
say
she
it.
not really feeling the
God,
baddest.
I love a good lasagna.
You know how you say it? You know how you remix it?
How?
If she's standing there, you see her. You see her. She's fully clothed, and you see her. Just be like, damn.
God took his time.
No. Just say,
Stop.
Oh,
Okay,
my fault.
shh.
damn.
I think it depends.
And let her answer you, right? And let her answer you like what? And be like, yo, you got it. I'm telling you, you got it.
said
It's
that
the hardest thing.
She gonna be like,
is
"Aight,
tripping.
now I'm gonna be an NY joint.
Just say,
let me be
say damn.
Let me be an NY joint real quick.
And let her ask like what?
Yo, Devon,
you
what I
really
got?
like
Dad,
that when you say
Dad,
what?
you're talking to-
Fuck them niggas. Yeah, fuck them all your nerves niggas. This is I need to know. I'm gonna be an NY joint real quick.
Okay.
What I got, Devon?
What I got?
That's
Exactly.
what you said
See,
she
how
got
are you
it.
gonna respond to that,
You said
Dev?
What
she
I got?
it. You said
And you smirking, right? She's smirking, right? She like, what I got?
No, she's
Nah,
like confused.
New York
she's
chick
like,
ain't gonna
she's like
smirk. She's
confused.
just gonna be like, "What are you?"
First of all,
what do
I
you
said, damn, you got it. If I say you got it and she say what I got,
I love
mean? Yeah.
this.
Yeah, what's your
What's
answer?
your
I'm like,
reply?
you are fire.
That's it.
But stay here. Let's stay here.
I rate that like a 6 out of 10.
Let's stay here. Fire is associated with fire emojis.
Now you bugging.
Fire emojis is associated with corniness.
Space Jam fucking level reach.
Because it sounds like it's already a scheme.
That's a reach?
It's Space Jam level.
That's a Space Jam reach?
If I say yo, you are bro, you bugging. In that context, bro.
Yeah,
if she say, yo, you got it, and she like, what I got? I'm like, yo, you are fire.
Nah, I'm gonna say
I'm not gonna hold you.
You gotta say you got it all.
So she has no questions. She has no
What I got,
follow-up questions.
You got it all.
I like it.
That's a good one. If she say what I got, you'd be like, everything.
Everything.
Hard. But you see how there was banter?
I'm not going front.
That she was a part of the
We're
banter.
about to start charging y'all niggas for this game, man. I know this is a free podcast.
Nah, but
we got Patreon.
It all depends on the girl you're talking to. Because if she likes, being up front, then that could work.
True.
But if she doesn't, then if that comes off like, yo, it's too much, you putting too much water in the pot, it might be a little...
But you gotta really mean it too. Like, and that's why I say you can't have pickup lines. Like, it just has to flow.
Right.
Like, we talked about flow state a few episodes. Like, it just has to flow. Like, if I see a girl and I'm compelled to be like, yo, God took his time with you. Like, I really got to be able to work with that.
That's a nasty.
That's not nasty. I'm not saying that's my bars. That's not my bars. No, absolutely not.
Because
you could
I'm
when
you gotta say
screaming.
sincerity.
Absolutely not.
when you tell an individual, listen, man, I think God. I mean, he ain't rushed the slow cook. You remember when they was making the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah.
Remember when they was just
Sugar, spice, and everything
Yeah,
nice?
remember when they was just throwing shit in there mad fast?
Yeah, they fucked the one
And he
with
even
the
made a
green.
mistake. He like,
Yeah.
no, but like the best, he cracked that little like thing. Paul.
Yeah. We trying to say like, yo, God, it took God about a month to make
to expand on exactly what Savon was saying. Like the best game you can have is just to be a good conversationalist.
That's it.
The
You
way
sure?
that my man bagged me was he just treated me like a normal woman, and he was like, she showed interest. We talked about normal things, and he was just great at conversation.
You know why
That's
that works?
It, bro.
You know why that
that's
works?
It.
Because she felt comfortable.
All right.
Yeah.
He made her feel comfortable. And that's my always
Yo, you know they say
top of the list.
You know they say
Yeah, but you're like, you got it.
you know
but that's very like, it's because it's very like this. It's very like,
Nah, it comes off kind of schemish. A little
No,
bit.
it doesn't.
A little
No, it
bit.
I don't
now
think it
Pierre
comes
has
off
a vagina.
squeamish. I don't think it comes off
It doesn't come off that way.
Nothing wrong with having a vagina.
it's a fact.
No, there's nothing. No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying like he's okay. Now he's a woman. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm really
okay,
sorry.
now
I made
Pierre's
it
a
weird.
woman.
I'm sorry. I made it weird.
You made it mad weird.
I'm sorry,
You
I'm
packed
sorry.
me up. I ain't gonna hold
I'm
you.
sorry,
Y'all
I'm
trying to pack my God shit up. You know they said he made it in 7 days. So
He rested
made
on
it.
it.
like think about all the stuff he had to do. And then when I say, yo, God took his time on you, that mean, yo, when he was making Pluto and them, he deviated away from that for the day.
just to make her.
Exactly.
Just to
That's
make
bullshit, and that's why that's a bullshit line.
Why gotta be
It can
bullshit?
work
Because
sometimes. It can
what
work
are we
sometimes.
doing, man? You know, any girl with a brain is gonna be like,
I'm gonna be 1,000% so.
The eye roll.
I won't say it's a pickup line, but I felt compelled to say this to somebody at some point.
oh my god.
And
I'm about to be uncomfortable.
you might be uncomfortable, but I don't even know how. I gotta just
No,
say,
just let
I
it
don't
out.
wanna do
How
this.
you did it?
Let it off.
How you got her?
You
You can't
I
get it
can't
off.
do it. I
what
can't
you
get
do?
it.
You can.
I don't want to do this
Yes,
to
you
myself.
did. Did you get her though at the end?
It's already out. Just say it.
You did?
Shit, you sang to her?
She was cool.
Like,
So it
yeah,
worked. It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It
Okay.
was successful, but
Nah, you can't just.
Okay, just say it.
That's
We
too
won't.
easy.
We won't giggle.
What's the
Go.
line?
nah, I'm not saying.
Nah, get it
I'm
off.
not getting it off.
Get it off.
He's getting
Text,
shy.
text me
Say
it.
that shit.
Text
I
me it.
gotta
I'll
save
read it.
this. I gotta save this.
You gotta save
I'm gonna
it?
save
Text
this
it
one
to
for me.
text it to Pierre.
You about to monetize this tape?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this one.
Yeah.
I'm a back pocket.
Cash
this one.
app him $5 if you want to know
I'm
what
a
he
back
he
pocket
says.
this one.
You whack.
I'm a back pocket.
Text him.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm a back pocket this one.
Nah.
I gave you
keep it.
I gave you the you got it.
But
Come
that's
on.
I don't know.
Best line.
I ain't gonna lie to
You
you.
got it. It's hard.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Y'all
I'm glad,
tripping.
I'm glad that we're talking about how to court new people. Because I just courted someone new in my life.
Oh, did she go to church?
Wait, are you really
God.
about to like tell us?
That's a girlfriend?
I feel like he never tells us
No, he
that.
said courted.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I know where I'm going.
Whoa.
But I did just court somebody recently.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a date.
Guys,
You almost
God.
got me, Alex.
He courted God.
I know what he's.
guys,
What?
I've been seeing a chiropractor.
Wow.
You been getting your back cracked?
Yeah, shit feel like jelly.
Wild.
should feel like
Back
shit.
feel like mad jelly right now.
Oh yeah. How'd you get it out of line?
Huh?
Hey,
How'd you
yo.
get it out of line?
You good? Yeah, you ain't never been through the tumultuous ramparts of life? Nope. Life just never took you there where you needed to reconfigure some shit, right?
Nope.
All right, well, fuck you.
Let's go to the beginning. Why did you feel you need to go see this?
The fuck are you doing when you're not on this podcast, bro?
I be trying
He's
shit.
at the chiropractor. He
Yeah, I
told you.
know.
I be trying shit.
But why you wanted to get your back cracked?
All right.
That should feel good.
Nah.
That shit feel
Because
good.
it do feel good. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The TikTok people and the people that do the reels kind of
Got
got
you.
me. They kind of got me.
Oh my God, I watch
know-
those all the time.
Right. I don't know if you guys have seen what I'm talking about. I've seen a bunch of these vids across social media of these chiropractors just they cracking every last goddamn bone in the nigga neck, and I just be feeling like I need shit like that.
Okay.
Right? So I've been, I started dating. So I started to find. I'm dating for chiropractors. So calm down, nigga.
Okay, I'm
Do you
trying to
recommend?
understand you.
Yeah. No. Look, I'm gonna help you get there. So yeah, I really do like this new relationship I'm in.
Okay.
It's something that I feel like I never really needed before. We talk, we go back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, the niggas kind of become my therapist. I ain't gonna lie.
That is an intimate relationship.
I ain't gonna lie. Hear me out, right?
Okay.
Just hear me out. Put your seatbelt on.
Okay.
You said the guy.
Yo, next part.
That
I was
niggas
like,
judging?
I
was
just,
gonna let it go.
bro,
That's the homie.
I'm trying to understand you in
yeah,
the
that's the
same
homie.
way
That's fine.
that Devon Terrell is trying to understand
It's two of them
you.
that assist. It's a girl, it's a guy.
It's a girl and a guy.
Yeah, so we all in a relationship. It's polyamorous.
So they all
Okay.
cracking your back.
Exactly.
Okay, but logistically though, I don't know if it could be like a smaller frame
poly.
woman because you have to really like take like their body and like
She be
move them around. So it has to be
yeah.
like a strong man.
They be contorting me.
He got strong hands.
Yeah, no, them just be rough. It's soft. But I ain't gonna lie. Is it soft? Yeah. All right, so y'all trying to play me, right?
no, I think it's fine. There's
Use
nothing
soft
wrong with
hands.
this. This is nothing wrong with this.
All right, now
Nothing
hear me
wrong
out.
with this.
Now hear me out, right?
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Yo, Pierre, why the fuck you laughing,
I'm
nigga?
trying to see where you going.
Yeah, I'm
think
just excited
I got
about
a new
the
theory
direction.
I'm on. Pick a doctor and stick with it. You remember when we was in elementary school?
Okay.
And your elementary teacher had to know science, English, social studies,
All in one.
earth
Yo,
science.
that's crazy.
That is crazy,
What do you
right?
think about that? I think
That's
I'm on
not that crazy.
Nah, it's crazy, Savon.
That's crazy.
That's
Savon.
not that crazy.
Because then while we went to high school, them niggas couldn't do it by themselves.
They broke it up. I ain't gonna lie. And it was a better quality. I was like, damn, it's a better quality when you just focus on one
on
thing.
one thing, yeah.
This teacher is really
Yeah.
smart with this. And then you realize you had the all-in-one teacher.
Exactly. So now I'm
shout
about
out
to
to
start
teachers.
referring to my chiropractors that I think they need to just start picking up on other shit. Because I like talking to them. I like dealing with them. I like the way they make my back jelly. I want this to be a one-stop doc shop.
So
They're
You
not
want them to
doctors.
do everything?
Yeah.
Are they doctors?
Yeah, they doctors. They chiropractors.
if your appendix explodes,
but we be talking like therapists, though.
okay.
So talking about appendix? Fuck that shit. We're not thinking about that shit.
So what I equate this to is my experience
Psycho.
the first time I went to the strip club.
Where are we going?
That's like
This
Okay,
car.
let him cook. Let him cook.
I am. This car is crazy.
It's a good cause. It's a
I hear
foreign.
my man.
It's a foreign.
I get it, right?
Yeah,
Like
thank you.
sometimes you walk into places, you walk into
Yeah.
venues, you get a service,
Right.
and it's therapeutic. And you had no idea you were gonna have this type of relationship
Nigga, learn biology
with
then.
somebody who had no reason to like open you up this way. Granted,
Thank you, Savon.
The stripper?
Granted,
Thank you.
granted.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Immaturity.
Your back crack.
Yeah, all that. My neck, too. Don't forget my neck. Sound like that Kia song.
Oh, you do your neck too?
All that. So they
Your
go
neck,
crazy.
Your back.
They go crazy.
But you just get in such a state of comfort that you start opening up and you divulge. And like now, his chiropractor is his therapist. For me, I
It was a
was the
stripper?
stripper's therapist.
You see?
Oh, I thought you were
now
about
we-
to say you were venting to the strippers.
Well, we vented to each other, so I get how he got here. Like that's a one-stop
I see
shop
the
for
I
me.
see the vision. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Does
When
anybody
I-
want me to tell him what happened?
But when I went to the strip club, now, no, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, you're a sucker. You spent your money. No, it wasn't on my dime. It was on management's dime. So now I went to this place. I ate food. I had dessert,
Come on. Look all the services. Look all the services.
What type of dessert?
music,
Look.
hookah.
Look.
I socialized, hand sanitizer, and great conversation.
That's a night out.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
happy for
one-stop
you.
shop.
That's a motherfucking one-stop shop.
That's what they're
happy for you.
supposed to do. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
supposed to provide that.
Yeah.
Type
Not
of service.
Devon is unimpressed.
No, where's he going? No. What's the?
I'm just saying, I understand how his chiropractor became his therapist, became his doctor,
Yes.
became
Oh,
his back
I need to go
cracker.
to
Became his
chiropractor.
escape.
Yeah. I'm about to tell that nigga to look up dentistry in a second because I'm liking the dynamic. You ever been to a new doctor's office? You're trying to fill a new doctor out.
Yeah.
You're not really feeling it. It's like kind
Yeah.
of what you were saying with like therapy, right, Devon? Like, yo, trying to find a
Right
therapist.
person.
The right person type
It's like
of thing,
dating,
right?
yeah.
I'm like that.
I ain't gonna lie. This chiropractor, he gonna have to learn biology. Cause
You really like him.
this nigga, both of them.
Both of them. You like them together.
Is it expensive?
I ain't gonna lie. Semi.
God damn.
Over,
You got insurance?
I have to go though.
Your job offer insurance?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's personal.
They do.
Ooh, that's dope. It's a good job. Nice job.
Yo,
But this is I'm doing this out of pocket though.
I figured. Because you said
But
semi.
yo, why you laughing? Say, what the fuck is you laughing for?
No, I'm just happy that you got insurance.
Yeah, fat, that's a big deal.
When
That
we
was
first,
shady.
No, when we first met.
Oh yeah.
See, look at you. When we first met, neither one of us were insured.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Like we were just
You got
living
insurance
life.
too?
Yeah,
It's out here.
really good insurance.
Let me tell you something. Having a 9 to 5, that's why niggas be shitting on 9 to 5. Let me tell you something.
That's like the biggest incentive to have like an actual corporate job.
That's right.
No,
Because
for real.
your boy over here, let me tell you something. It's rough out here. And I don't
Same
have a
place.
9 to 5, right? Entrepreneurship. Let me tell you the shortcomings.
That's why you need to find you one doctor
I do.
and just lock in a rate.
Okay. Lock in a rate. Can I tell you something?
They crack backs where you go.
Can I? all right.
yo.
Yes, they do actually. I'm not gonna say where I go.
then.
But
You ain't try that out?
what, cracking my back?
You should
No,
crack.
I don't want to play with that.
You don't want your shit
I
You're
don't
cracked?
not
wanna play
playing
with
with it though. I thought it's like it's helping it.
I hear you, but that's also like LASIK.
You don't want to risk it.
That's like LASIK surgery. I don't know if I'm spreading misinformation, by the way, with this next statement. That's like LASIK surgery with the eye thing.
No, you're allowed to have your concerns.
Yeah, I've heard that some people have actually lost their vision.
Oh,
When they shoot you in the eye after you get your back cracked.
that's not how it go. You gonna
He
do
went
it.
on Pickett
I hate
Avenue.
Savon.
I'm following the processes,
You
yo.
can't say
I'm
anything around Savon. You can't say anything.
I'm following the process.
I could be wrong, just to be clear, but I did hear that there were some people
There
that
been some
actually had
cases.
negative effects.
This
Yes.
has definitely happened.
Yeah, I think that with any procedure, there are
There are
negative
risks.
There are
Yes.
risks.
It's like
Yeah.
the BBLs and all that.
That's a tough one.
It's the most
A lot of
dangerous-
girls are going through a lot.
It's the
right
most
now.
dangerous procedure in the world.
I
a
will.
BBL.
I will say this: when I initially walked into the chiropractor, back to the TikTok and real stuff, I thought it was gonna be that. Let me be.
Oh,
very,
it wasn't?
It is that. All of that is performative. Now,
As far as that crack
all of that.
stuff.
Now, don't get me wrong though. He does. He and she. I told you it's poly.
Crack some stuff.
They.
I knew
They-
you wanted to
They-
be in an open relationship for a very long time.
I didn't know it was supposed to be with doctors.
You've been hinting at this for a very long time on this podcast.
Okay.
I didn't know it was supposed to be with doctors. I did not know that.
Okay.
Right? But it's not what we see on TikTok. It's very calculated.
Oh yeah.
It's very quick.
Oh.
You feel me? I go get a little service, a little checkup, a little oil change from them in about 6 minutes.
Oh no! I thought you have like a consultation first, and they're like, "Okay, we see this vertebrae is like
Yes.
off, so we're gonna do this," and then
really?
they do it.
That's exactly how it went down.
but that
so
that only took 6 minutes.
So my longest visit there was the first time.
Okay.
First time probably took like 45 minutes.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. It was.
I want to go.
Yeah, nah, you should.
know-
they give you like X-rays of your back. They let
Right.
you see what
Show
disc
you.
ain't hitting.
Right.
I feel like
Yeah.
Dev. I feel like you would have been into this, but you're not.
Maybe, but you know what? You know the flaw that I'm seeing in our health system.
What's up?
Now that you mention that, they're incentivized to make sure he comes back.
Just like the strip club, full circle. Oh shit.
Right?
So like what they're reading him on the chart.
So you're like, are
probably
you
isn't
fucking up his
even-
back even more?
I don't know. Right? I'm just saying, like I just thought about that. Like,
That's how I feel about medication.
yes.
Because it's not preventative.
it's
It's
maintenance.
to deal. It's maintenance.
It's maintenance.
Yeah. It's
No,
to
but
deal with.
people don't always go back to their chiropractor.
This
They
is true.
they go to fix something and then they don't have
He's
to go
right.
back.
Right.
That's not always the case.
She's right.
But if I tell you something like, hey,
Facts.
this is health good, come back.
Yeah.
I see this, I see that.
Like
I
how
don't
do you
fucking know.
how do you know that what they're telling you is
Right.
actually legit? You
I mean,
just
what's
gotta
the
take
case
it
with
as
any
fact.
doctor?
Can I tell you?
That's what
You
anything.
know you
How you
right.
know your
doctor,
girl be
yeah.
telling
No,
you
no,
the truth, nigga?
You right.
Hey,
If she lying, good job. I'm pretty happy with you. Keep lying to me. You know my vibes. Keep fucking lying to me. Keep
I
me in the
don't wanna
fucking dark.
know.
I'm tired of y'all. I see it on social media so much. People like, tell them Nah, don't tell me everything because I don't need to know everything, bro. For real, that shit is not healthy for me. Anyway, tangent. I had a bad situation one time with a doctor.
What she did?
I don't know what she did.
Do you want to talk?
Isn't that beautiful?
That is.
I don't know what she did.
It's not.
No, I
Fire.
want to know.
Sir, you can have it. One time I went to a dentist, right? I went to a shitty dentist, hole in the wall kind of spot, and this is what changed my entire perception of the medical industry.
Right.
I walked into that dentist, and he told me all these things that I needed done. I was missing, one of my tooth had fell out and just needed to be, reconstructed, whatever. And he was telling me all these things. Oh, you have a cavity there, this needs a root canal, this. He told me all these things, shitty hole in the wall. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I came just for this. You're seeing all this? He showed me an x-ray. I don't know how to read. He said, yeah, that's a cavity, that's this is this. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay. He said, come back this date, we'll do all of this. Your insurance will cover it. I said, bet. I remember the day before, I was sitting with my girl and I was like, damn, I'm really uncomfortable. I don't trust this guy. She was like, don't fucking go. I said, bet, I'm not gonna go. Went to a highly rated place. Bro, they was like, I was like, so wait, I don't have A, B, C, D. They was like, no.
Not at all.
They were about to fuck your mouth up.
Damn.
And it made, I almost cried. Like, could you imagine?
Because you felt so safe.
Yeah, I'm supposed to feel safe with this professional doctor. And it bothered me, and it made me look at our medical industry so different. Because I was like, why he did that was because he's incentivized to make me pay more for his pocket. And it scared me.
But see, that's why you got to get a doctor like mine, right?
I have one. I have a good one now.
No, I'm talking about chiropractor.
Okay. Here we go with the chiropractor.
Back to the chiropractor. Okay. This is a true story.
Okay.
We're doing the x-rays for my back.
Okay.
He did the x-ray so good, he found a wisdom tooth in my shit.
Wait, what?
What are
in
you
my tooth.
Oh.
I swear on everything. He came back, he said, you need to take out a wisdom tooth, because, they doing x-rays. So we was doing x-rays on the top part of my back or whatever, you get what I'm saying?
Son hit you with extra radiation.
I'm trying to tell you.
They put more lead on you?
Hey,
son say, yo.
Hey, be careful how you talk about my people.
Up the radiation a little?
Be careful how you talk about my people. So that's, I'm going to be honest with you, that was the time where I just started thinking like, this could be my all-in-one.
Oh my God. If you let him be your all-in-one and your appendix explodes, you are going to die. If you let that chiropractor figure it out.
I think he trusts me. I think I trust him.
No,
I think me and her get along.
Okay.
I think we wouldn't do that for me.
Okay. Trust is a beautiful thing, because I was asked to manage that stripper that also thought I was a therapist.
She asked you to manage her?
She asked me, "Oh, you from New York?" I was like, "Yeah."
She country?
It was in the southern part of the
of the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she asked me to. She was like, "Yeah, I want you to manage."
You ain't set up my OnlyFans?
Would you like me to tell you what that woman was doing?
Nah, she thought I was a mark. She thought I was a mark.
Absolutely.
I ain't leave no tip.
You was trying to get out of there.
Wait.
I ain't leave no tip.
What's a mark?
Like,
you don't know what a mark is?
Nah.
Easy to get.
I'm running game on you.
Oh, okay.
I'm running.
You a mark.
Yeah.
That's what LA. You a mark ass buster.
Okay.
Like you food.
Okay.
You food.
Yeah.
She thought I
I'm in
was
the
a
streets.
Yeah.
Dev, please. No, but to Dev's point, I think that's why it's so important to find a doctor that you could trust. And you could tell if they're taking advantage of you and just telling you bullshit. Like, they'll tell me everything about everything.
Right.
But then there's other doctors who will honestly be like, hey, you came here for this, but honestly, you don't need that. I've had doctors tell me, like, honestly, you might think you need this, but you don't. Just take my, you're
Take
fine.
my advice.
Yeah.
You know
there's doctors like that.
You know how I knew my doctor was? I was like, I found her.
Yeah.
She set me down and she said, okay. She's like, the way I like to do things is your medical desires is a conversation. So what I want to do is let's talk. Tell me what you've been concerned with. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me how you've been feeling.
Sound like my duck.
And I was just sitting there like, oh
giving
my
therapy.
God. And guess what? I'm not gonna lie. You know who I have the best sessions with?
Yeah.
Black doctors. I love that. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I get
That's real,
a black woman doctor, bro, I be walking, I be like,
Feeling good about yourself.
Every time I've had
Every trip.
I'm just saying what my experience, right?
Yeah.
Anytime I've had a black female doctor or woman doctor, I've had such a great experience. I feel like she's taking care of me. She's nurturing me. I feel like she may see her son or her. You know what I mean?
And statistically, like black people, especially black women, their concerns are ignored so much more than the average person.
Absolutely.
It's really heartbreaking,
Especially in
like
pregnancies, right?
yeah, when you're like giving birth, like they'll really be concerned and then
Yeah.
they'll just get ignored. It's like it's so sad. Yeah,
The rate is high. I've seen like the rate as far as like birth issues and stuff like that with black women. It's different.
Yeah.
So in the back of my mind, I see black women doctors, and I think, of course, they may be aware of those situations. So I feel like they may have a little bit more candor and a little bit more
level, like a
Concern.
higher level of care.
yeah, a little bit more care. And I'm just shooting out of my ass, of course, right? This isn't factual. As far
that
as
might.
things.
We can say that with a fact. We can say that with a fact.
It's opinionated. It's an opinion. It's an opinion. It's
no,
my
we can
experience.
see why you have that experience.
I just have great experience with black women doctors. I literally, my doctor right now is a black woman, and she was amazing, bro.
Yeah.
I told her on my problem. She
I
even told me about a click in my knee. She was like, "You got a click in your knee. You may need to check that out." I was like, "Oh, I do." I said, "But I never thought about like, oh, that's a problem."
That's why you got to find somebody that prioritizes you. Right?
Yeah.
So this kind of goes to a point I think Regi wanted to bring up today. Yo, it's Segway King. Don't fuck around, yo.
Yeah, I was like,
Yo.
oh, the car's going.
Car turning.
You're like, we're about to leave this topic.
Yep.
You feel me? That's why you always need someone to see you for who you are.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Come on, Regi. That's your cue.
Okay. You see, I noticed what you were doing, and then I like
Fucking
I,
Shaq and Kobe over here, fucking throwing passes and shit.
Yo, imagine I like think I got it, but I completely missed the mark.
That'd be
and
that
like,
funny.
and I do a different topic. So yeah, he wanted to talk about 6ix9ine. No, I'm kidding. So
I would have been tight if I'm like,
so
oh my
sick.
god.
I would have been.
okay, so this is just
open and
one
close
of
that
my
one.
Yeah.
other banger of questions.
Banger.
Nah, it's true.
Now I'm nervous because what if you weren't talking about this? Is it the first one?
Yeah, it is.
For the listeners,
I'm getting nervous.
She just pointed at the board.
At the whiteboard.
To make sure that her
Guys,
and
stop, I'm
Alex
blushing.
are in tune.
Yeah, that
Upgrades that need to know. I peeped. I was like, oh, this little board here. Okay. I see the fuck going on.
So, okay, I'm gonna just ask it because I'm not smooth anymore. So,
Yeah.
who in your life? This is a very important question. Who in your life sees you the way that you would like everybody to see you?
my grandmother.
No one.
Oh, that's such a nice answer.
My grandmother.
Why?
with you,
How does
girl.
she see you?
She like again going back to the like black women thing.
Yeah.
Like the black women in my life, they just see me as like a king.
Or also, maybe this question will be easier to answer. Whose opinion of you matters the most? Like, who do you actually care about? Like, what they think about you?
It would be the black women in my life. All of them.
That's real.
It is.
Like,
That's
all
so
of them.
true.
My mom, my grandmother, my sisters, obviously my dads and my grandfathers, they matter too.
Yeah.
But like I think every day when I put my pants on and I fucking struggle to get places and I'm mad and I'm pissed off and I'm angry at the world because I'm like, God damn, I have so much ambition, it hurts. It's the black women that I
think
do
it's
it
the
for.
women. Yeah, I think it's the women in my. I think it's the women in my life as well.
For me,
for
it's my-
some reason, what they think carries a lot of weight.
And I don't want to sound like we're just pandering. It just happened to really just coincide with each other. Like when you ask that question to
Not
me,
pandering.
like for me, it's just like, yo, all right, this is why. Like, you know, they ask you, what's your why? Like, what is your why? Like, obviously, I don't have any kids right now. I'm still building towards that when I do have a family and I do have children. But my why for like the last 29 years have been the black women of my life, my grandmothers and my mom.
Right.
For me,
What a
I think we're all
beautiful
speaking
answer.
to just our experience too. Like at the end of the day, yeah, I actually happen to be black, right? So black women do have a big part to play, and this is the part that they play. And by all means, I'm not pandering, and you know my ass. If I'll be honest about certain shit, like, I'm like
we come
hey,
from black women. We can't pander.
I don't think anybody thinks you guys are pandering.
Yeah, I don't think
yeah.
I don't think
This is where
at
we
all.
come from. That would be like hating yourself type shit.
Yeah.
This podcast wouldn't exist without black women.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like legit.
What's a black woman call me right now? Yo, I'm recording right now. Music back.
Yo.
I bet.
What my family thinks is important. I think just to kind of like circle back to you, what my family thinks of me is pretty important to me. What everybody else thinks, I could give two fucks. But the people I'm taking care of and see me behind closed doors on a day to day, they do have a certain.
Because that's who you do it for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
do it for, right? And I want them to be happy, and I care about them the most, So I think that matters to me a lot.
It's funny. I'm gonna open up a little bit. I'm gonna open this thing up. So,
Okay.
The other day I was talking to my mom, and I can't remember exactly what we were speaking about, but I was telling her how I was a little apprehensive about going into the office at work because it's a new office space, and it's new people, I'm not familiar, whatever the case was. And my mom, she looked at me. She was like really perplexed. She was like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Like,
Okay.
You're amazing.
You're nervous." I was like, "What do you mean am I nervous? Of course, Mom, I'm fucking nervous."
It's a new environment.
She was like, "I never see you and think nervousness or
Ah.
I don't." She was like, "Bro, you just radiate confidence." She was
Right.
like, "What do you mean you aren't confident in this environment?" And I was like, I was so taken aback. Like, wait,
That's what you think of me.
She just thinks the best of you.
like, so
Yeah.
when you answer that, or when you ask that question, it came to mind. That was like the first thing that came to mind because I'm like, yo, Ma, you don't understand how vulnerable and how in my head I am about certain things in my life, about me, that you don't think affects me, and it could be killing me on a day.
And now to answer Reggie's question, I think that's why I don't think anyone gets me. I don't think it's like super solemn or sad. I just feel like everybody, depending on what their relationship is in our lives together, is how they view me. So like my mother or like your mother, right? They see us as like go-getters.
Yeah.
They see us as hustlers.
Right.
They've Devon, you relate to this.
Yeah.
They've always seen this in us. Now it's the other side of things that also make me me that they don't see. You feel me? So like some of the times I might take offense to how I'm looked at. And it's not the other party's fault. But it's just like, yo, depending on our relationship, what the situation is, you're always gonna view me as this one thing. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think that's a sad thing. I just think it's subjective. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's how I answer that question. Right? I was trying to figure out a way to point.
No,
yeah.
and it's like
I feel like no one knows me.
what, like, well, to speak to Savon's story, like what your mom thinks of you, that's a great thing, good intentions, but it's like, okay, but do you understand that I'm nervous? I'm like,
Right, everything else that
and
comes
Alex
with
is
me.
saying like, okay, if you think highly of me, I love that, thank you, but like, do you get me? Like, do you
Yeah.
understand? Like, I am nervous, I am hurting. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I feel very misunderstood in my circles of family and friends, and I don't need them to understand.
And it's
me.
not a shot to anyone.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Right. Good.
It's-
Thank you.
It's not a shot.
'Cause it's not a shot,
No,
but
no.
I do think that I am not understood fully.
Absolutely.
Because when I have conversations with people about my beliefs and just kind of like my ideology on life and stuff like that, I think it scares them. Two, I think they don't understand like, but why? And then I don't think they understand what really drives me, right, as a person. Right. But that's okay, because what I try to teach, even like my little sister, for instance, she was very big on caring what everyone thought. Like, this person didn't show up.
And you know, that comes with age.
It comes with age. Yeah. And I had to retrain her, right? Where I was like, why are you so worried about what other people think of you? Why are you so worried about if this person didn't support you, if this person didn't show up? I said, guess what I feel? I don't care if that person doesn't show up for me, if that person doesn't believe, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do this for who? Me. So that's why we say, I'm saying, I think your motivation is in the wrong place, where the energy of where you're getting your motivation is in the wrong spot. You're doing this for your life. Like I tell her that all the time. I'm like, all this shit you doing ain't for me. You ain't doing this for me. Right. What you doing is for me to slap you on the back and say, like, I'm proud. That shit, you can't cash that. And you can't survive off of that. You're doing this for you, so I want you to work hard for yourself. No one else. Us saying we're proud of you and stuff like that is extra. But I don't need anyone to push me in order for me to act on things that I could, you know what I mean? To make myself a better person.
So what we were talking about when we previously recorded, I think you weren't here, but you are speaking exactly to what we talked about. So do you want to be the greatest? Do you want to be the GOAT? Does that matter to you? I asked these guys, and we had like an extensive conversation, but like we really went in depth because, and we like differs a little bit. We kind of agree a little, but it's like, so do you want everybody to decide that you're the GOAT one day? Like, is that important to you? Or does that not matter at all? But then if it doesn't matter at all, do you care about elevating your career? Do you care about the awards? Like, we were just talking about all that, and everything you said literally was just like that.
Years ago, you and I had a conversation, probably the day before the pandemic started.
You and Savon?
Yep.
Okay. We did a one-on-one.
We did a one-on-one.
Yes. With Pierre was there.
With Pierre. Yes. And I said one of the most regrettable things I've ever said.
Oh, Courtney was there too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I still have the video. So whatever you say, I'll put it in the...
It's okay. I said one of the most regrettable things in the sense of, damn, I still got some growing up to do. And my sense of my tunnel vision was so tunnel vision that I wasn't seeing the beauty in life, right? You said, yo, if you don't, I don't know if you said, if you want to, what is your end goal? I said, to become the greatest artist in the world, right? I said that. And I said, if I don't achieve that, I'll die broken.
And you felt like that, though, at that time, right?
Because I used to talk like that. Like, I thought that shit was cute. Sure. Like, I really was like, oh my God.
It was cool to say.
Like, when people interview me, I'll say like, yeah, and I can't even enjoy my accomplishments because I'm worried about the next thing. I thought that shit was cute. It's not.
It's not.
Like,
it's not healthy.
Are you enjoying your now?
Got
like, and this goes into our flow state like topic.
Yeah, it's not healthy, but
it's not healthy.
It's not healthy, especially when we're in the fields that we're in. Like, if you wanted to be like a professional yo-yo player, I think you got a pretty high chance of being the greatest if you really, really wanted to.
That shit might be hard.
No shade. It might be kind of tough.
That shit might be a little
That shit might be tough.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying.
being
I get the nuance.
around Michael Jackson, a little tougher.
A lot of
like,
stats.
if you're, what we were speaking about is like, if you're constantly, if your goal is constantly to be like, I want to be the GOAT.
Right.
Like, you're forever chasing this title.
Yeah.
That has to be given to you by outside validation.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to spend my life chasing that. Like, I don't. Like, but then there's a balance. Like, you need motivation. You want to. You have to get money. Like, I get. There's a balance.
The
like,
Pandejo helped me to diversify my mind. Right.
Yeah.
After that situation, that pandemic helped me so much to diversify the way I thought about life, because I realized when I had to sit on my ass, when my world tour got canceled, when all of those things got swept from under me, from under the rug, I said, holy shit, what am I without that one thing that I've been hyper focused on for so many years? And me saying, yo, if I don't become the greatest artist in the world, I'm gonna die broken. That's insane. Because I had to remember and say, Devon, and I'm speaking in third person just for this context. So Devon, you've accomplished so much in your short span of life, where you're sleeping on the floor in the studio, no shower, blah, 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 to look at this beautiful place you're in this home, all these people that you have that love you. I'm like, how dare you? You know what I mean? I had to look at myself like, yo, how dare you say you're disappointed with your life when there's somebody else that would fucking kill to be in your position? So I feel like it was just disrespectful to myself, because I always felt like, as a person, when you say something out loud, you're listening, right? And me hearing myself say that is kind of perpetuating this weird behavior where I'm just not appreciating things. And so you fall into depression. You fall into comparing yourself to other things and not enjoying life. Yeah. And I was failing, you know what I mean? From a mental, because I was just hyper obsessed. And I realized during the pandemic, sit your ass down. And I started to diversify things. Help me, Devon. This studio, a lot of shit. I'm way better of a person because I've just created these things, right? And I'm seeing that there's way more to this shit than that one thing.
I resonate with what you said about like, yo, like this one thing, my career is what I was chasing my whole life. Like, like I feel like I hit this mindset shift within these last 2 years. Like, I don't want to just be known for my career. Like, I really, I'm like, at 40, like, will I really care?
I hear you.
And if you talk to a lot of old people, their biggest thing of advice is like, when I think back in my life, I work too much. Like, so I've definitely been thinking about that a lot. Yeah. But I think two things can be true. Just because I don't want to be the greatest does not mean that we're complacent. Sure. You know, so I've been thinking about that a lot.
And I can tell that's really been on your mind. We spoke about it last episode.
He's like, why'd you bring this shit up?
And all of us are kind of at that age, right? Where, you know, we were all kids that kind of had like these predetermined dreams and goals, right? That we set for ourselves, right? Yeah. When I reach 25, I'm gonna be this. When I reach 30, I'm gonna be this. When I reach 35, I'm gonna be this. Savon, I tweeted you want to be a millionaire soon. I think by 30, we could talk about that after. By 35,
you're definitely gonna
totally attainable. Thank you. Right? And it's just interesting because these are the things that we attach to, you know, just things that we know would probably make us feel successful or comfortable.
Right. Yeah. It's setting goals.
It's healthy to have goals. Yeah.
And hold on, I'm gonna let you finish. And you know, to that point, it's more like, all right, now we're at a junction where it's like, all right, you kind of have to choose your happiness versus if it doesn't happen the way you thought. Yeah. Right. And I think these are things that I've been entertaining more, or maybe my passions and my goals shift. You've changed. That's okay. I've changed as a person.
And the things that excite you, the things that
right.
Very true. Right. And I needed more because focusing on one thing just kind of was, you know, was fucking me up.
Yeah. I think for the tweet, when I tweeted, I want to be a millionaire by 35.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
When I put things out into the world like that, like anybody who's listening, I'm a big proponent of this book, The Secret, okay? Please, if you're just struggling and you're lost and you don't have much motivation, go pick that book up, okay? Your thoughts become things. And so this is just something that I practice. I put things out into the ethos. I put it out into the world because my thoughts have constantly became things.
Okay.
When I think it, I achieve it. So I don't know how, I don't know when, but it's just a part of what has been my journey, right? Yeah. So when I tweet something like, I want to be a millionaire by 35, let's say I'm at $600,000 a year by 35. Okay. Right? I set the bar high. Right. I don't know anybody in my close vicinity who made $1 million. Like family. Now you do. Like family. Upbringing. I know a few millionaires.
Now you do.
No, I know a few millionaires
right now.
You talk with a nigga every week.
No, I know a few.
He's right.
I know a few.
Wait, who? Pierre, right?
I know a few.
You talk about Dev.
No. Thanks, Pierre.
I just had $1 million year.
Thanks,
what a
Pierre.
fucking life.
No one. It was going over everyone's head. Pierre.
You put it in the song.
Appreciate you, buddy.
That was like.
And no slight, like to anybody.
It's not a slight.
What I'm saying is, my upbringing, I didn't have an uncle or an older cousin or a parent to say, "Yo, that is how you make $1 million." You get what I'm saying? Like, I've put myself in a position where by all of us, you know, putting out the work, where now we all come together and it's like, oh shit, I know Dev, I know Pierre, I know Alex, I know Regi, and wherever they are in life, like, you know, this is the fruit of our hard work that we even are here doing this pod. But growing up, I didn't know anybody who had $1 million, right? So if I put it out into the world like, yo, 35, I want to be a millionaire. If I come short of that, a few $100,000, even if I'm not anywhere near it, the fact that is the goal, it gives me something to work towards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not necessarily I'm going to be so pissed off, oh my God, I'm 35 years old, I don't have $1 million. Like, if I'm up 800,000, I bet.
I've set pretty high bars for myself. I feel you. Yeah. I've said to myself, yo, I think I could be a billionaire. I say that I really, and yo, you may look at me crazy, but I genuinely believe that
I don't think anybody's looking at you crazy right now.
I genuinely believe. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I could become a millionaire. I deeply have that confidence within myself that I believe that is fucking obtainable. Yeah. I don't know any billionaires personally, but I do. For some reason, you know, the other day, you know what I did? I went on Forbes. And occasionally I'll go on Forbes.com. And what I'll do is I'll look at the richest people in the world, right? I'll just look. I want to see
who got richer.
Yeah, that too. And I was just looking at
where you fall.
No, that's OD.
On the Forbes
Not on
list,
a
right?
billionaire's
It's my
list.
fault, bro.
I would not be sitting
y'all gotta
here.
check the tip.
I would build an AI robot to make sure that they are here for you. Don't worry about it. I would never miss a day on Need to Know. I was looking at the billionaires, and sometimes what I do is, and this is psychotic, I'll research and see what industries are bringing in billions. Like, I'm like, what industry are all of these people have in common that I'm seeing billions?
Like oil and gas and stuff?
A lot of things, but I'm seeing a shift with energy. Like, I'm starting to see energy
Energy's
shift.
a new thing.
I'm like, okay, energy. I've seen a lot of people with energy. I've seen the tech guys kind of starting to inch down, but I'm seeing
And agriculture.
I'm seeing certain things shift. I'm seeing telecommunications. Like, there's certain things that I'm just watching for, and I'm looking at. And then I'm looking at this guy went from worth $100 million to worth $20 billion. I'm like, what the fuck did you? What were you on before everyone else that you were just in a prime position? Because to be honest, the way I've seen like success and things of that nature and setting goals like we're talking about is, I'm just putting things in my atmosphere, but I'm also applying action to things like The Secret. That's a lot of things people don't talk about with The Secret, which I would like to put as a caveat is
The book Savon read.
yes,
Okay.
and I've read it too. I've seen the doc, I've seen everything.
Gotcha.
What people don't do is just because you say it, don't mean it's gonna happen.
You have to take aligned action.
Take action to
Hey,
Savon takes
another
action
parable.
to his thoughts.
God helps those who help themselves.
Classic, right? Classic.
Amen.
So yeah, like I'll look at a billionaires list and I'll just analyze and just look at them. Like I just want to know, like, how did you do it? Like because I don't have no blueprint, but I just feel like, yo, I could do that.
Yeah.
Regi,
I like what you said about like, because I relate, like, you just know, like, you have this very sure sense that you're destined for greatness.
I just feel it.
My idea of, I made it, greatness might be different from everybody else's, but my own, I really believe in myself. I really do. Like, I've always been this way.
you had some tweets from an Atlanta artist.
And you're not arrogant
right?
about it.
Yes.
You had some tweets from an Atlanta artist that feel like it didn't sound as if he had the most amount of confidence in himself.
So this is a rapper.
Whoa.
His name is Deontay Hitchcock.
Yo, they segues is
Yo, listen.
what? Yo, y'all see that?
Yeah,
That was like
See,
NBA
this is what
level.
happens when you don't have other pods on the side.
What's happening?
Yeah, Reggie! Talk hot, Reg!
That's why we're so in tune, because you guys are focused with your other co-hosts anyway.
Talk hot, Reg! That's my good sis right there.
I'm kidding. I feel bad now. I don't even talk
That's
like
my
that.
good sis. Courtney said,
Shady.
nah, we like y'all niggas though. Y'all cool.
I'm so.
like-
I'm
we like
kidding.
his people too.
Hey, yo, go check out the Can't Afford Therapy podcast every Wednesday on Apple,
Also,
Spotify.
My audio nerds, you heard?
Also, check out Zen House podcast.
Oh, this one.
Big
Look at
Dev.
this one.
Big
I'm not,
Zen
I'm
House.
not going front. After the episode, send y'all invoices for them placements. Fuck out of here.
Facts.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck
nigga.
it. Since we
All
talking
right.
shit,
Fuck
I'm
outta
gonna
here.
get mine.
My good sis Reggie was saying.
You lucky. I'm gonna get back
Okay,
to
you
your
guys
ass.
are. They're
That was
amazing
smooth. That
podcasts.
was smooth.
No, they're really
two.
good. We're just
Kidding.
joking.
The two? Oh, damn.
We're just
not three?
joking.
But you see the assist.
third.
That's hate.
Yeah, that is hate, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Go ahead, Reg.
I don't know if I could read it all.
All right.
Wait, what?
Crazy.
Because he had a
That's
series, but
crazy.
basically,
What stood out for
he
you?
tweeted,
Yeah.
keeping it all. He was being very honest and vulnerable, and this is really hard to tweet out to like a mass, group of people. Deontay Hitchcock tweeted, he's a rapper, very talented. Keeping it all the way honest, I've been afraid that people ain't really listening to me like that no more. I don't even think this shit is true, but fear has been gripping on me for a minute. I think the pandemic derailed me in a crazy way, and he just kind of like he just went on a rant about like, yo, I've been really doubting myself a lot, and I just felt him because it's like to be that honest and just really
That's
show
honest.
that's you're showing weakness. Like, it's really scary because then people can grip that and just really use that against you. But he was like, hey guys, like I feel like I've been next up for a while, but it hasn't taken off.
Right.
And it made me I put it in the chat because it made me think of like, I'm not saying is you, but
It's
you
okay.
you've mentioned that
For
you
sure.
went through this
For
when
sure.
streaming changed.
Yes.
And you were like, yo, what is going on? Am I
Yep.
not him?
Yep.
Like,
And-
so how does this make you feel?
You know what I found grace in? Reinventing yourself.
Absolutely. Ooh, stay right here.
And that is the most powerful
I don't
trait.
know if I feel like I haven't had to yet, but it's coming, and
It's
that's
coming.
gonna fuck me up.
And it's coming.
I just have because I'm young, so I haven't like had to do that yet. But
Yeah.
I know it's coming.
It's gonna come naturally.
How old are you now? Sorry.
26.
28. Every 7
know.
years you
Fuck.
change.
I know.
Yo,
I know.
for all my astrology
I
bitches,
feel
that's a
myself
Saturn
doing
return. Anyway,
7. Look at her. There she jumped in our bag. Think about
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of these ages.
Yeah.
7, 14,
Yup.
21, 28, 35. Think about those ages.
Every 7 years?
That's a different person.
Every time.
Every single time. So
and if you don't become different, then you need to.
Oh, you got a problem. Right? If you haven't changed, like,
and it sucks when like you love your. Let's say me talking at 28. I love my 21-year-old self, and I'm like holding. I'm like, oh my god, you're so dope. But I have to change.
Let it go.
And I love that you brought that up because I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the parallel he made about the pandemic. I'm gonna share something with y'all that I've said internally, but I've never really said this shit out loud.
Okay, let's go.
The pandemic, in hindsight, and this is when I learned how to make beats, thank God. I went in on the music studio with a couple of my homies that I've been known for years now, thank God. Aside from that, though, from like how Devon said, working on myself, trying to find other things I love and I'm about, it made me feel specifically our age, our year, Reggie, like when the pandemic for us was like 25.
That's a pivotal moment in your life.
That's a pivotal ass moment, yo. Yep. And the world was shut down, fam, for like 2 years. Yeah. You feel me? So like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, everything I'm doing now, I'm taking it personally because I really do feel like, yo, we missed out on 2 pivotal ass years for us in terms of developmental shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah.
Right before the pandemic.
Oh my God.
Bro, I was killing this shit.
Cracking them.
I'm talking about
cracking them.
I remember I was arguing with Billboard about why I wasn't in the top 10. I was like, yo, something's fucked up. I was like, yo, the way the way my numbers was, I was like, yo, my album should be in the top 10. I remember being disappointed about not catching that top 10. And when I think about that in that moment before the pandemic, I go, holy shit, I was hitting the industry because I was dropping a song every single week.
Yeah, I remember.
And I remember I got to week 18 and my numbers were getting so fucking crazy that I was like, bro, I'm killing it, to the point I got a phone call. I won't say from what platform, but they were trying to tell me to stop. And I was like, why?
Yo, slow down.
You dropping too much heat. Yo, chill.
Slow down. And I was like, that was weird. I'm not gonna lie. That was a weird time. I never said that out loud. I don't know. I didn't say what platform, but it was weird. Anyway, I remember I was hitting it, and a world tour came out of nowhere. It was like world tour, got offered every city in Europe. It was like, bro, I was on my way to like really taking this shit to like a whole new place in my career. Like I reinvented myself. You remember that? It took a lot to reinvent and to do that. And a gun. Bam. I want to be the greatest artist in the world. I had it. I knew in my head, I was like, bro, what I'm doing right now is insane. I'm coming, bro. And I have no papers. I'm not signing nobody. I got everything. I was getting placements in movies. Everything in my career, as far as that one goal.
Like it was culminating.
It was all culminating. I was like, bro.
It was like R&B Chance.
Ooh. I was okay in my mind, right? I felt like I was getting to a point. I feel like I was like, yo, I'm killing this right now.
But that's what you
thought.
To the
independent point, right?
Yeah, I'm talking independent. You was just doing it on the real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, see what we think is gonna happen, and then what life actually has planned for us.
Just a gut punch.
I learned that. I learned that so many times.
Stop that.
But it's like whenever you plan at something, God just laughs at you.
Yes.
Or the universe.
If you ever want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just an example to a T.
Yeah.
Right? You thought like, oh my God, the world, and not that it can't happen. It was just like, yo, I was so obsessed with this time in my life.
Like,
you were so sure. Yep. And then God is just laughing at your face. Like, nah, nigga, open up studios. Nah, nigga, like put a staff together. Nah, nigga, teach people. Nah, nigga, give back. Nah, nigga, be a billionaire. Fuck a millionaire.
Become a potter.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I recently had a
nah, nigga, come meet us.
Help me, Devon.
I recently had a situation.
I started
like
in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was sitting at home every day, and I was like, I'm gonna show people some of my mixing tricks and tips. And holy shit, I would not be here today if that didn't happen. So that's why anytime really bad things have happened in my life, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I hold on to when something, I'm talking about egregious shit. Like I'm like, whoa, this is life changing. I remember one time I got fired as an RA. I think I told you about that, right?
Yeah, we discussed that. Yep.
I never forget that moment, late in that snow. And I remember the chick, she posted some pictures of me drinking in the room. I was an RA, so I got fired. So I was gonna lose my housing because that was paid for. So I was scared to death. I was like, fuck, I don't got the money to pay the housing now. I remember getting a black and mild, whatever, sitting in the snow, laying down. She's crying, and I remember saying, God, I don't know why you did this. But man, it must be fire what you about to set me up for. Look. And guess what I did? Bought a house off campus, wound up loving music so much, bought a studio, grinded that whole summer, wound up going to Full Sail and pursuing audio. And that would have never fucking happened if I didn't get fired from that RA gig. So I've always taken my plights as a sign of he got my best interest at heart, and he's proven that to me.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why this.
Time and time again, this is why I believe in God and why I'm spiritual, because time and time again, when I've just put my faith in him, in a sense that you never heard me talk like this. I put my faith in him when in my worst, bro, it's always turned out to go, oh shit.
Is it kind of weird to even say, like, when we're going through these like really depressive times, like sometimes I don't even mind because I'm like, yo, something's coming.
Yeah,
like,
is
that kind of weird?
It's
like,
weird.
Yo, I went through this recently. Like I this season has not been good.
Going through it,
but I'm kind of hopeful. I'm like, something's coming.
I had two experiences like that. So you guys know I grew up playing football.
Yeah.
Ran track, but football was like my heart. It's still my heart. I think in sports. I think in football.
Yes,
actually.
you do.
Yeah. So always wanted to go to the league. I wound up going to 2 tryouts, made it to the end, and like didn't get picked up.
Right.
So then I was saying to myself, like, dang, I'm down in the dumps, and then
Right.
next thing you know, kind of like what Savon was alluding to, kind of like shoot for the stars. Shoot for the moon. Aim for the stars. Shoot for the stars.
Aim for the moon.
Aim for the.
Yeah, we
like
just
that.
be saying shit with sayings.
Yeah.
But like
shoot for the clouds.
like always where I wanted to be or end up.
Yeah.
It wasn't that, but it was the next best thing, and I'm still kind of find myself in the league. Not
Isn't
kind
that
of,
crazy?
but still find myself in the
You're
league.
going to the Super Bowl every year.
I saw
Pierre.
you.
Like,
I saw
yes,
you
you
running
made
with
it.
Patrick. I see you running on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
saw
that,
you.
that was
See,
crazy.
like, see what God
But
had planned.
even
like,
like
You was at the Super Bowl.
yeah, and even recently, right?
On the field.
I don't think I've told many people this, but I had an opportunity to do something really amazing, be a part of something really big.
Mind you,
and-
you've been about part of mad big shit. By the
Yeah.
way, I want to say that.
And I thought I was a for sure shoo-in. The person was telling me, yeah, like you're good, you're at the top of the list. And I kind of started lining my ducks up in a row.
So you can't line them ducks.
I'm saying. And then
Fucking
they
ducks.
pretty much was like, yeah,
Fucking
no, we're
ducks.
gonna go with somebody else. And then kind of like the silver lining that you guys are all talking about, I'm just like, all right, you know what? This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I kind of like recluse myself for like, a few days just to like get my bearings back.
Because you sold yourself on the idea.
And then like I realized in those moments, like this is kind of how I'm out of my life. So in Exodus, there's a chapter where it's pretty much the beginning of Exodus. And it goes through the story of how God told Moses to, take the Israelites out of Israel because Pharaoh was doing them dirt.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the Israelites were like, Moses was like, yo, all right, I did this. Now where do I go with the people?
Right.
Yeah.
And God was like, yo, wherever I put the cloud, that's where I want you to go. If the cloud rests, that means you rest there.
Right.
But if the cloud goes, then you go there.
Right.
And that's kind of how I'm out of my life, especially in situations where like I'm thinking something's about to go up, and then like it doesn't happen, and I'm just like, all right, Lord, like I'm sick right now and I'm tight, but
we just gotta surrender.
Yeah. Remember I told you what I came in here and said 2 weeks ago?
Good story.
I completely surrendered to God and to
Because we
life.
don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm cool.
Anyway,
All
like-
my IQ, everything I've known, everything I predetermined, this and that. Like, nigga, shut up, bro. You don't even know what's really finna happen.
I surrender to the universe, man.
Cool,
I
bro.
really do.
I'm cool. I'm with you.
And getting at this age I am now,
Yeah.
I've realized, bro, I just go with it.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
But you
I
gonna
just-
give it your order.
I don't. Right.
Yeah.
Every day.
Everything
Yeah.
everything that I receive and everything that I work hard for, bro, I literally just go with what feels good. Like recently, I've been teaching a class every Tuesday online with this company. How the fuck did that happen? And guess what? What was always my end goal?
fire, bro.
Courtney and Leavens.
Teaching.
I always said, I said later down my life, teaching is gonna be there.
And now fuck them niggas.
I'm
I told
not
you
always
that shit
said
too.
that. You've always said
I've
that,
always
yeah.
said that, but I was teaching a class, and I was like, when Momo was like, "What you know?" So I'm preparing a lesson for Tuesday, and she was like, "Okay," and then I was like, "Whoa,
That's beautiful.
how did that happen?"
Yeah, like you're here.
Yeah, it blew my mind. I was like, "Whoa, that happened."
Yeah.
So like the secret, I spoke that into existence. It happened earlier, and I'm in it. I'm in the trenches so much that I don't even realize that the things that I've always wanted are coming to fruition, and it's strange.
Right in front of us.
But I'm learning to stop and slow down. I'm not
Yeah.
good at it. I'm not good at it.
Because we're assuming the way we get there is our way.
But see, it
Right?
happened differently.
But it
Yeah.
always happens
So
just differently. That's deep.
Oh, there's a beautiful
different.
conversation.
That.
Yeah, so
I love that.
I'm starting to get into that stuff, and then it's just like bro, I'm just having better experiences now, and taking the time to look around more often, at just everything. Like I'm like, look around, man. Remember the other day we discussed about what makes you the rich in the 1%? You put it in the chat the other day. If you make over how much, you're in the 90 percentile.
93,000.
Shout out to
93
UberFacts.
Right. So if you make over 93,000, you're in the 90%. You're in the top 10% of people as far as wealth is concerned,
And
as far as
now-
money in the world.
Now, if you live in New York,
Y'all was trying to tell me that it was 30,000.
Oh shit! Yeah, my fault.
Y'all was trying to tell me it was 30,000. You were
thought niggas was broke.
But also, is that correct? Is Uber facts correct?
Nah,
30,000
yeah, that's not
hold
good
on,
too, right?
30,000
The world.
for 90?
We thought niggas
You
was
said
broke.
90%?
The fuck?
You said 30,000 in the world.
Yeah, you
It
said
wasn't.
something like that.
It wasn't 30,000 in the world.
No,
we
no,
said
no,
that,
no,
we
no.
said that.
30,000 made you richer than how many people? Then what percentage?
I think you said like
You said
5.
one
Oh, he said 1. I thought
He said
3 or
because
5.
top
I could be
1%
wrong.
or top 1% of the world.
in the world. Yeah, that's what he said.
But then we
But
looked
it's
it up,
fine.
and top 1, something was 500,000. Oh, that
Yeah.
made you like top 1% in America.
Yeah.
500,000.
But see, but even that is subjective, right? Because 93,000 a year. Let's say you living in New York. Let's say you living in the metro area.
Oh,
Rent is what?
so
If rent for the year is 50,000.
so you know what's funny?
you gotta
do the
fuck
math.
you gotta fuck your landlord for the discount.
Can
Nah,
I-
word. I'm on
my
shit like
goodness
that.
gracious.
And you got to go without heat.
I'm on shit like that.
So can you?
Nah, for the quick
about
dizzy.
to.
So
you
can I-
got it. You gotta let him crack your back.
Can I bring this up?
OD, bro. You
Hit up
gotta
Alex's
let him. You
chiropractor.
gotta hit up his chiropractor for
Can
the
I bring
discount
something
on the
up?
rent.
It's a
bro.
poly.
So I think that our world has been accelerated with the pandemic with remote work, right? And the reason why I think remote work is beautiful is because I can get paid a New York salary, but live in
shit.
a fucking cheap place, right?
Georgia.
A lot, even a lot
Yo,
of
that's a
people,
shot.
a
Yo,
lot
chill
of
out,
Americans,
Georgia.
Now Georgia be getting it.
Yeah, facts.
They live well out
cost
there.
of living is
Yeah,
better.
they do.
It's the truth.
Oh, they get more for their money out
They
there.
get, it's a bank for their
Yeah, it
ball.
goes-
It's a
yeah.
bank for their
Reggie,
ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Clean it
What I
up.
paid for my house, if I took
Oh,
that
no.
same dollar
Stop it.
and went to fucking Atlanta
Stop
or
it.
Georgia,
You have a ranch.
And I know where you live. Yup.
You would have a ranch.
Yeah. You know that shit
You
Rick
would have a
Ross got?
ranch.
You know how he be having Buffalo Rome on his shit? That's what it been you.
crazy.
Yeah, I was watching HGTV once, and there was something like a 5-bedroom, 2,000 plus square feet with like a
Texas.
pool. It was like 1,000 something a month.
I'm
like, what?
What?
Out of
You
New
just
York.
gonna live in West Bubblefuck.
Yeah.
But it thinks a lot of Americans. I was reading an article where I was getting at was I was reading an article in New York Times.
Yeah.
And it was talking about a lot of Americans starting to migrate to Southern Europe. So they're living in places like Lisbon. I don't know if I'm saying Lisbon right, but like Spain and Portugal. A lot of Americans are moving to these other countries, and it's pissing off the native people because it's making the cost of the housing and
up.
things go up because it's so cheap. Because these
They're
people are
increasing the
working.
market.
They're increasing the market. They're working remotely.
Yeah.
So when you can work remote, I'm getting New York stock
And the
broker
local
money.
people were just happy with how they were living.
Right.
Like they be chilling in Spain.
Right.
They be
Hanging
chilling.
out.
Word.
I think
Like-
the average salary was like 30,000, like something like that, where it's just like, okay, so you know the prices of rent and stuff is moderate, but once the Americans start coming over with
Those
these
damn
lawyer
Americans.
jobs and stuff like that, market start because the value of everything just
I ain't
starts to
mad
go
at
up.
that. We got to get them back in blood. Spain, them niggas was conquering.
Yo,
Nah, them niggas was
point.
conquering mad shit
Okay, the
back in the day.
conquistadors.
It's time, yeah, we gonna get that shit back in
That's a
blood.
good
Nigga,
point,
fuck
Savon.
out of here. I'm going to Spain with my HBO money. You heard?
They
We gonna
fucking
take-
conquer the whole fucking world and
We
shit.
gonna take a check from Sirius. We going from
Well, we
Billboard.
about to go get a townhouse over there. You bugging.
We about to buy the
I'ma say,
whole
yo,
block
just
back, nigga.
tell us-
Fuck the
tell
dog.
us
Nah, because they was
Spain-
wilding back in the day. Keep it
Yeah,
buck.
and I'm
OD.
building Black
Keep
Wall
it buck.
Street in Spain, nigga.
Gangsta.
Fuck out of here.
Gangsta. Nah, I'm with Say. I'm with Say on this.
He
I'm
He
with-
was,
I'm
he
with him
always
on
just
this
makes
one.
like
I'm
a
with him.
great research point, and then Savon's like, "Yeah, but
Nah, that was a great point and all, but I'm dead ass, bro. Them niggas was conquering mad shit.
Yeah,
now
they was
you
doing too
mad
much.
because a nigga get a little bit of money. You want to move into town, nigga.
Now niggas want to pull up to their house.
oh, it's like they
outta
tried
here.
to defeat us, and then you come back like, okay, now what?
Like,
Like,
welcome to our world back in the day.
Yeah.
We are literally talking about a style of gentrification.
Nah, I'm dead
Oh,
ass
shit.
serious, bro. Like
It
I'm
is.
about to. The circle of life.
Yeah.
The circle. It's my time.
survival of the fittest.
It's my
said it's
time.
my
You're basically saying
I'm
survival.
the captain now. I'm the captain now. I'm
Captain.
going to Spain, nigga.
you defy the odds.
Next time we take a group trip, we going to Spain.
Nah, word.
Cheaper.
Facts.
Cost of
Nah,
living
word.
is cheaper. You
Nah,
can get a
buy
house
all
for
that. I'm
you can
with
get a house on a lake with
with
beautiful blah 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 for dirt. You know,
Yeah.
and if you're making that money remote, that's what I think about all the time. Trust me, I've tried to
Yeah.
get my fiance to fucking hey. If we live over here, we can do some real damage. The fuck, but you know,
Yeah.
a guy can dream.
Absolutely.
No, but so for anybody going through a tough time, just
Yeah.
remember something's coming.
Something's
If you didn't get that internship that you really wanted, there's another better one.
That's a fact.
That you would have been at, but you didn't get it. But now you got a better one. Like, see, just be hopeful.
That's a
Don't
fact.
worry.
But
Don't
honestly,
worry.
though, only if you work hard. Like, if
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's
lazy-
true.
If you lazy as fuck, ain't nothing about the pot.
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie to you niggas.
Yeah, you can't just be like, oh well,
Yeah.
like.
I started my first studio because my other one was about to close down. So what I was doing was I was like, damn, the studio I was working at was about to close. So I was like, I told all the clients, I was like, yo, I'm about to open a studio. I got y'all. Just give me like a month. And that that, you know, I could have took that as, damn, I'm losing my job, but instead I saw an opportunity. You know what I mean? In that kind of thing.
You made your own job.
Very much so. Just like the stock market. Remember we was talking about stocks a lot beginning of the pandemic? And I was like, yo, Alex, when this shit bottoms out, I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting every dime in. Boom. Did that? Ooh. Later, down the line, oh, you saw me the house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why you're looking on Forbes. I get it now.
I'm not on. I'm looking on Forbes.
I said, yeah, you looking on Forbes.
Yeah, like because I like to pay attention to these things, but
me too.
Shit like that.
I like to pay attention to niggas that pay attention to it.
Okay.
Yeah, work.
That way he get his foot in.
I like to pay attention to niggas that pay attention to it.
That way he can get his foot in. Like, yo,
Like, what you doing?
I know nigga right there.
Like that, what should I do?
What you doing?
Like, wait, hold on. I know that nigga.
Yeah. I try to put, you know, I get some friends that call me about, you know, like getting a house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I try to put things into perspective, you know, because I learned, right? I recently learned, right? Like what your finances has to look like in order to buy a house and stuff like that.
Escrow accounts.
Woo! It's tough.
DP.
It's really tough.
It's a lot, man.
PMI, insurance, and
property taxes.
Right. I told my friend, the first thing I asked my friend, I say, how much you paying for rent right now? They tell me. I'm like, okay, is that like as much as you can pay a month? They say yes. I'm like, okay, this is how much house you can afford.
Right.
Oh,
That should be like $200,000 a year. Like $200,000 house.
A crib. That's
A $200,000 house. A $200,000 house will cost you like maybe $800 a month.
Yeah.
what?
$800 to $1,000 a month.
But in
Before
New
property
York,
taxes.
that shit is.
Reggie, what house you gonna find for two? Let me tell you something.
Not New York.
A condo, you can find a condo for about
I don't
250.
know.
You can.
250, 300.
That's a fact.
I'm looking at I'm looking at Miami right now, like condo. Like I want to start getting the property. Shout out to Ra. Shout out to you guy Ra. I follow him. I've been looking at Miami for condos and stuff like that. Kind of trying to start a family
Miami
business
was like just as
I like
expensive.
that.
with the family.
I like that.
You thought Miami was what?
I thought it was like just as expensive as New York.
Oh, it's getting there.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, I've
everybody
heard,
from
like-
New York
Everybody
is
moves.
It's like a hot
transferring
spot,
over.
yeah.
Super hot spot tourism. I love it, and I love Miami. I like Miami. So I've been trying to like kind of play with it. Like 300,000. See, like this, just to put it in perspective. $300,000 condo is going to cost you $60,000 down, plus closing costs. Let's say it's going to cost you about $68,000, probably $63,000 for you to have that property. And if you go in with, let's say for instance, you and 3 people have 20 grand a pop. Hey. You can do that. Rent it out as an Airbnb. There you go. Let's start and getting this shit going. And now we can start a business. So you don't always have to think and see like $1 million house and go, how much I got to put down? There's condos. There's way less expensive shit. And by the way, we go to other states. We will eat. Some of y'all, we will eat.
Go
Like,
to Jersey.
we know.
Go to Jersey.
that too, Jersey. Jersey's wilding now.
Jersey's expensive.
Jersey
now.
expensive.
Jersey's
Jersey
trash.
turning up, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey, take it easy,
Yo,
bro.
be easy. They know
Take
what
it easy.
they
I mean,
can find you.
I live there now, but Jersey's trash.
Take it easy.
Don't do that.
I don't have nothing to say about Jersey.
Big New York, just not Long Island. You heard?
Yo, you good? Yo, you good?
What was that? I was
Motherfucker,
with you
where
when I
the fuck
said
is you from? Your area
from-
code got 4
I'm from
digits
New
in that
Rochelle,
shit.
bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
West
Your area
Cheddar.
code is 6125.
Oh my God.
Actually, it's 914.
Stop
saying
and
that.
you stop too.
You know me?
You can't say West Cheddar.
West Cheddar, bro.
No, you can't
Pierre,
do that.
that's not cool.
You hear yourself,
And
right?
neither is Jersey.
yo,
neither is Long Island.
Y'all niggas got
I'm not worried about what someone from
No,
Westchester thinks
fuck
about
outta here.
Jersey.
You
Anyway.
can't say that.
I
Niggas,
turned this whole straw right
shut
down.
up. Yeah, this nigga, y'all niggas get DMX and get hype. Fuck out of
What?
here.
We have more than DMX.
And they got
nigga.
Denzel Washington.
I don't give a fuck.
do you-
nigga.
who do you know?
I know y'all line up.
Nigga.
Who do you know
we
from
have
Long
people-
Island
We
What?
have people
that claims Long Island?
we have-
Flavor Flav,
Wait,
that's-
listen.
That's famous.
I'm listening to you, my brother.
Y'all are
Glen
like,
Cove.
y'all doing that thing where y'all don't acknowledge the fact that like there's people outside of the region.
I understand.
Nobody gives a fuck
Okay.
We know.
about Westchester.
We know.
Let that nigga
Oh,
know.
he
Yo.
OD. I didn't say that. I didn't say we
Hey,
know.
to
I'm letting
anybody
him know.
listening, if you
Them
ever
niggas
hear of
will
anything
ride
about
on you. I
Long
ain't tryna-
Island or New Jersey,
with you.
just know it's
Watch
not
this.
it.
Watch this. Watch this. Yo,
Courtney-
Pierre,
Courtney
name me
big homie.
5 niggas out of the place where you from. Cheddar, right? Yeah, name me 5 niggas from Cheddar.
That's none of your business.
He got
Let me
you.
That's
name
none of your
them. Let me
business,
name
man.
my
Do
five.
your- do your
Can I
Google.
name mine?
You want to start? You got to finish
Can I
it.
name my Long Island 5?
Nobody
Eddie
cares,
Murphy.
okay.
Jerry Seinfeld. Flavor Flav.
Okay.
EPMD.
But let
Ashanti.
me ask you
Fuck
this.
outta
Let me
here.
ask you this.
Period.
Do they claim Long Island?
Yes, they do.
Ashanti,
Anyway.
Ashanti on weekends.
Anyway,
Yo, I'm from Brooklyn.
That's
Y'all want
funny.
me to go?
Nah, we good. This has been a Need to Know podcast.
Our studio time is up.
Yeah, what you
Fuck
need to
outta
know,
here, man.
when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast.
What you talking about?
Love you always. Thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, comment. Did we forget anything that they say?
Patreon, we just record a really good Patreon episode. So
We
go
owe
see
them an
that.
Facts.
apology.
What?
We owe Patreon an apology.
Okay.
Yes, we do. And we're about to drop right now.